It is currently 6:41 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:41 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June 27th, 2025. And we're back at it with another general, timeless, intuitive reading for my soul tribe, Divine Divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them. Anything that resonates, vibrations, frequencies, energies, messages, you always want to do your own spiritual due diligence by going within and to the Holy Spirit of the Most High for confirmation and direction as to how the energies and messages, pertain to you, and from there how to go about utilizing them. This is a way that you can exercise your spiritual muscle to get that spiritual energetical workout on, so that you can rely on your own intuition more accurately, promptly, okay, until it comes to a point in time to where you won't need another intuitive reader to fill you in. And if you do, then it's only for confirmation from what you have gotten directly from the divine, from the Most High. I know the readers that I resonate with and I watch here on these platforms, it's only for confirmation from what I've already gotten. It just tickles me. It tickles the inner child in me to see the actualizing of spirit in action. 2:11 on the clock timer, and 2:11 and 2:12 could be significant. 2:11, what is that? Like the drink still reserved? That could be significant. 2:22 on the clock timer, union, companionship, partnership energy. You could be seeing 2:22 as one of your synchronizations. Still reserved is significant. 2:34, you're moving forward in the right direction, in the second leg of a new cycle. Okay, I feel like this is rapid growth, rapid learning. The numbers 717, 133, 66, 77, 777, 999, 89, 111, 333, 555, 1010, 1111, 1212, 1313, 1113. If you've been seeing any of those numbers that I called out as synchronizations, this could be your message. Something in here is for you. Or if you start seeing them after you see this video, then you might want to circle back, spin the block, and revisit the video to see if there's anything that is standing out more so than previously. Because we don't get everything at one time. You know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about having these videos, is we can go back 3, 4, 5 on the clock timer. Yeah, you're rapidly moving forward. It's giving me 3 of Wands energy, expediting things expeditiously. Okay? In a very meticulous, strategic, tactical way. 404 on the clock timer, Atlanta, Georgia is significant. FDC is significant. Those initials, FDC, or acronym. Let's see. Is there an acronym for FDC? Fault Decision Criteria, Federal Disaster Control, Fire Department Connect, Federal Disaster Control. Okay. Yeah, Fire Direction Center, something to do with a fire. I'm hearing an outstanding fire. Okay, so this is like, okay, an outstanding fire. It won't be water, but fire next time. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. You better get ready and bear this in mind. God told Noah the rain won't shine. It won't be water, but fire next time. So it's about to rain fire, a hailstorm, rain of fire. It's going to be very destructive, but the ashes will make way for new birth, rebirth, phoenix energy, as the phoenix rises from the ashes. Now you are reborn. So transformation, Scorpio energy, going through some sort of transformation. What is this? 8th house energy, loss and death. Physical and metaphysical, transformative energy. Yeah, that's 8th house energy. Emerging is something never seen before, something that you never knew. I'm hearing adhere to your assignment. Adherence is of the utmost importance at this time. Step by step, day by day, a fresh start over, a different hand to play. That was part of the theme song by that show, sitcom, Step by Step, which was like a modern day take on the Brady Bunch with Suzanne Summers, who played Chrissy on Three's Company. I loved that show. So hilarious, so timeless. Three's Company could be significant. You could have 3 roommates, something like that. Slow and steady wins the race, though. Okay? So, I actually wanted to talk something about angels and demons, okay? Mystics. Somebody's a winner and they want to come back, or somebody wants to come back because you're a winner. Some shit like that. Norse god, Norse direction. Something like that. So Scandinavian Viking energy is significant. You could be of Scandinavian descent. Yeah, something like that is really something like that. The leaves are blowing to the west. The leaves are blowing to the west. That's significant for someone. Yeah, the vibration is rising. Leaves. I heard Psalms and Psalmistry. The book of Psalms in the Bible could be significant. A love poem, love poems, poetry. The architecture of words. Words in motion. The architecture of words. Words in motion. Okay, so the architecture of words, words in motion. So not only is someone talking the talk, but they're walking the walk. Putting mouth to foot. Showing and proving. I'm not just who I say I am. I am who I say I am. Or something like that. So, let's go ahead and tackle the subject of spiritual laws. 12, the unknown, 12th house energy, the unknown about spirituality and karma, Pisces and Jupiter energy. The unknown of the spiritual realm and karma. This is for those who don't believe in the spiritual realm and karma. And as I often say, you don't have to believe it in order for it to be true. Something very significant about Halloween. I just saw 10:31 on the clock timer. So Scorpio, Scorpio something, 10:44 on the clock timer, 1:44 chosen one energy. Okay, Day of the Dead, something like that. So, spiritual laws, 12th house energy, spiritual laws. And from some information that I pulled up, spiritual laws of the universe, 11:11 on the clock timer, master intuit, someone who has mastered their intuition, teams, groups, friends, and colleagues. 11th house, Aquarius and Saturn. Saturn is the planet of karma. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spiritual laws of the universe, often called universal laws, are fundamental principles believed to govern how the universe operates and how our actions impact our reality. These laws are thought to be interconnected and guide everything from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. Understanding and aligning with these laws is often seen as a path to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. So here are some key spiritual and universal laws. But one of the things that I want to point out is that 12:12 on the clock timer, manifestations 12, and we're talking about 12 universal laws. There's an entire universe inside of us. Each one of us are birthed from and within our own universe. Oneness. Which takes us to the first universal law, the law of oneness. Everything and everyone is interconnected, highlighting the importance of recognizing our shared existence and treating all with reverence. All, the light, the shadow, feminine, masculine energies, all of which we all embody within ourselves. A quartet of different voices layered together to create beautiful harmony. 13:13 on the clock timer. Endings. Something's coming to an end because somebody has not been adhering to spiritual laws. So again, the law of oneness, everything and everyone is interconnected, highlighting the importance of recognizing our shared existence and treating all with reverence. So just as we revere the light, we must revere the shadow. As much as we revere the masculine, we must revere the feminine in order to become or to come into the accordance of enlightened alignment with self and the divine. Law of vibration. Everything in the universe is in a state of vibration. And like attracts like. Your thoughts and emotions create vibrations that influence your reality. So what frequency, fem masculine, are you vibrating on? What frequency are you vibrating on? Law of attraction is focusing on specific thoughts and desires which attracts similar experiences into your life. 14:41 on the clock timer. Someone is mirroring you. Fem masculine. You want to be on the lookout for someone who is mirroring you And again, the law of attraction. See, somebody is mirroring you, trying to mirror the outcome, or trying to manifest the outcome that you have actualized for yourself. But see, with this mirror effect, when you look in the mirror and you raise your right hand, it looks like you're raising your left. Kind of like polarity, a mirror of polarity or something like that. Mop. Okay? So the outcome that you're actually getting, they're manifesting the opposite. Okay? So the law of correspondence speaks on the external world mirrors your internal state. To change your outer reality, you must first work on your inner world. So again, law of correspondence, that mirroring energy. The external world mirrors your internal state. To change your outer reality, you must first work on your inner world. 1616 on the clock timer. 77 is significant. 1977, 14 and 5. Fifth house energy, Leo and the sun. Romance, fun and play, success, creativity, and exposing what has been done in the dark against you or against others. Your energy breeds vibrations, and the vibrations birth miracles. What frequency are you operating on? Law of vibration, law of attraction. The thoughts that you have, your focus breeds the vibration of the thoughts that you have, and those vibrations birth miracles. Law of attraction to law of correspondence. The external world mirrors your internal state. To change your outer reality, you must first work on your inner world. Whatever you feel inside. Our emotions are the indicator as to where we stand on the spectrum of alignment. Are we in the direction of reaching alignment? Or are we going further and further away from being in alignment? The better we feel, the more we want to head in the direction of that feel-good energy. And that feel-good energy is not to be confused with satiation. Okay, something that you need just to simply be satisfied. A craving. No, we're talking about that true good feeling. We're in the sphere now. Our emotions are the indicator where we stand. So how we feel inside is going to reflect in our environment. Law of cause and effect, karma. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a reaction. So what you put out into the world will be what is returned to you. Now, the law of compensation, you reap what you sow. So the efforts and contributions will be compensated in kind. You reap what you sow. And the fruits of your labor will match the seeds in which you have sown. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This is alchemism here. Energy is constantly transforming. You can use this law to shift negative energy into positive energy, meaning you can turn that which was meant for your downfall, transmute it with alchemy, and turn it into something for your rise. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Law of relativity. Nothing is inherently good or bad. Everything exists in relation to something else. So because of the shadow, we have light, or because of the light, we have shadow. And because of the feminine, we have the masculine. Because the feminine energy gives birth. We have another, see, the masculine energy plants the seed. It takes action by planting the seed. That's a verb. 2020 on the clock time or something, about the year 2020, or something, you're like getting ready to blow up, like go viral or something. You're going to be booking interviews, nationally syndicated interviews, confirmation. Did y'all see that? Y'all saw that, right? Okay. So yeah, something like that is occurring. So yeah, nothing is inherently good or bad. Everything exists in relation to something else. We can't have the shadow without the light. We can't have the feminine, or we can't have the masculine without the feminine. And this reminds me of something that the divine gave to me a couple of years ago, almost 3 years ago, when I was living in Dallas, right before I moved to LA the first time. And it said that no one thing, and it's actually on my website, souldrivensoulintended.com. It's on my mission. No one thing, person, place, or thing is all good or all bad. It's the intention behind the actions and choices you made and have taken that will determine the outcome and whether or not that thing is good or bad. And see, back then I didn't know anything. I knew of the universal laws. I knew of some of them maybe, but I didn't know of this in particular. So that speaks to the direct connectivity is what I'm hearing, between self and the divine. This is what we want to graduate to. Not having to go through a third party. Yes, in the beginning it might be essential to go through, or necessary to go through a third party, which is why we have leaders and things of that nature. But a true leader is going to create and build other leaders, and not someone to be dependent on what they say or the messages that they get from the divine as a vessel. They become their own vessel, if that makes sense. Law of relativity, law of polarity. Everything has a positive and a negative pole. Understanding this balance helps you navigate life's dualities. Law of rhythm. Life is cyclical with ebb and flow. Recognizing these rhythms can help you adapt to change, ebb and flow, going with the flow. Law of gender. And this is something I say all the time. I did not know this was a law. Both masculine and feminine energies exist within everything and everyone. Balancing these energies brings harmonies. And I say that in damn near every video. My readings are genderless and timeless. And here's the law of gender here. Both masculine and feminine energies exist within everything and everyone. Balancing these energies brings harmony. So if somebody ever tells you that a masculine energy is limited to just a man, they're a fool. They're an idiot. They don't know what they're talking about. They have not done their due diligence, okay? These are spiritual, cosmic, universal laws that we're dealing with here, okay? For masculine. Law of inspired action. True change comes from within, and true change comes from inspired action. Follow your intuition and take actions that align with your goals. These laws are often presented as a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of the universe and our role within it. While they are sometimes referred to as spiritual laws, they also have roots in scientific and philosophical concepts, okay? The spiritual laws.